Then we are now in Worcester, and we're about to depart the Crowngate bus station to Kidderminster bus station. And the Crowngate bus station is below the shopping centre, which is called the Crowngate, and that has variety of stores like Iceland, New Look, Superdrug, House of Fraser, Primark, and a few other stores. There is a lot of independence in that shopping centre. However, the one with House of Fraser and Primark is separate, but it's still part of the Crowngate itself. And then, of course, there was Cathedral Plaza, which was on the other side of Worcester, the south end. So anyway, the journey on the 303 today is going to go via Ombersley and Hartlebury, and then into Kidderminster. And we are travelling on an express dart. As you probably remembered what I said in the introduction, that today's video is going to include an express dart, and it fits in well with all the other first darts in Worcester, because as you know, Worcester has some first darts that do the local services that go around Worcester. So the routes that you would find in Worcester, which is like under first, you've got the 30 from Worcester to Dines Green, the 31A to Henwick Park. There used to be a 31, but that was taken off during the coronavirus lockdown. The first one, you've got the 32 to Bainall in Kempsey. You've got the 34, which is a local service, and the 34 goes to Warndon Villages. You've got the 35 to Blackpool, which uses branded Mercedes-Benz Citaros, branded as the Nimrod. The 36 from Worcester City Centre to the Royal Hospital. The 37, which goes up to Northwick, almost the same route as this one. The 44 to Malvern Hills. 38, which is the direct service from Worcester to the Royal Hospital. 45 to the Sixth Form. There's even the services to Pershore. You've got the 144 that goes to Birmingham through Bromsgrove and uses branded B7s known as the Salt Road. And I'm hoping to do the Salt Road probably after the coronavirus pandemic. Don't know when that will happen at the moment, but like I say, I'm taking stuff easy at present. And as well as that, you've got the 144A that goes up to Catshill. Used to be known as the 147 to Halesowen, and the 363 up to Royal. Used to go further to Tewkesbury. There's even a service from Great Malvern to Upton, and then you got further on the Ledbury end, the 405 that goes on to Hereford, that only operates on Wednesdays, which is a midweek only service. 417 that goes from Worcester to Ledbury. Of course, there's a 420 from Worcester to Bromyard. There's a 482 from Ledbury to Leominster that operates Fridays only, end of the week. There's even the 600, that's the Ledbury local service, goes around Ledbury. You've got the 671 from Bromyard to Ledbury that operates Tuesdays only. 672, another Bromyard to Ledbury, which runs on Thursdays. 673, that runs Tuesdays and Thursdays, Bromyard to Ledbury. 674, Bromyard to Ledbury, but however, there's no time, I don't know what day that one operates, the 674. 675, Ledbury to Great Malvern, that runs on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, so it's a Monday to Saturday service and no service on Sundays. 676 that runs the same time scale. It's a bit like the 113 and 114 that are either run Bridgnorth to Telford, except this one is on the Worcestershire end, so the 676 and the 675 are a bit like the 113, 114 because they run on the selective days. And then of course you got the school routes, and then of course you got the X50 towards Evesham, which is run by First. As well as that, you've got LMS, they also operate in Worcester as well, and they do a handful of routes around Worcester area, and I'm hoping to give their services a try out. We've got the 20 that is the Droitwich Circular, and there is a service that runs Worcester to Droitwich, and you got and as well as that you've got 20A and 20B which all run in Droitwich. And then of course there's the Worcester locals, the 21s, the 24s, the 39 Blackpool down to Lowerwick, the 42 from Worcester Hospital to the Morrisons. Well, it runs on the Great Malvern end, so it goes to Great Malvern Morrisons supermarket. And as well as that, you've got the 356 that goes from Worcester to the Grafton, Flyford. And so there is a handful of routes that they do, and then of course you got the 423 that is the Worcester to Alfric and back to Worcester. It's a circular, and of course you got the W3 to the 6 ways, and the Pershore local, the 566. So there is quite a few routes around the Worcester area, and of course there's even Astons that do the 15A, 15C, which are the Kidderminster locals, the 19, the Droitwich local, along with the 21, 26, 27 and 54, which also operate in Worcester. The 26 and 27 go to Battenall. 54 goes from Pershore to Worcester. 294 Worcester to Kidderminster. 296 Worcester to Bewdley. 308 Worcester to Martley. 309 Worcester Sixbourne to Hanley Broadheath. 310 Worcester to Martley and Clifton on Tame. Course 332 Hanley Castle to Worcester via Upton and Kempsey. 540 Evesham to Tewkesbury, used to go further to Cheltenham. 564 Pershore to Inkborough, Barrow, Evesham and Pershore. 565 Pershore to Elmley Castle, Evesham and Pershore. And of course there's a lot of the school services that they operate as well. And then of course you've got a service that runs from Worcester to Redditch. It's the 150 and continues up to Birmingham as well. And then as well as that you even have a service from Worcester to Tenbury Wells, which is the 758, operated by Yarringtons. Because as you know, if you want to see Adam King's video, make sure you subscribe to his channel. It's all in capital letters, and he's done a Yarringtons adventure. I didn't film the full 758, which is the Worcester to Tenbury to Worcester due to the memory, because as you know, need to manage my memory as I can. But I filmed the 291 that is from Kidderminster to Tenbury, and the rest of the routes that they do are school contracts. So the only two frequent routes that they do is the 291 Kidderminster to Tenbury Wells via Bewdley, and of course the 758 from Tenbury Wells to Worcester via Great Whitley. So those are the routes that they do in the Worcestershire area. So that is all the routes that you would find in Worcester, and we are just now going through Northwick, and we've just gone past the old Northwick Cinema. It's now known as a furniture shop, and of course we've also gone past the Co-op store as well in Northwick. So here we are, just heading into Ombersley right now. and after Ombersley, the service is going to head towards Hartlebury, and then after Hartlebury, the service is going to go on towards Kidderminster. And as you probably know, this goes the same route what I did on the previous video, the previous 303, and that was before the coronavirus pandemic, when everything was all bustling. But however, it's all changed since coronavirus, and as you know, I'm wearing my face mask, still keeping distance, social distancing, so it was used during this video that was put in place today. So here we are on our way now towards the Ombersley area, and then on to Hartlebury. So then we're now on our way towards the island now, which is the turn off towards the A449, and the A449 has different exits. The first exit, coming on this side, turns off towards Kidderminster, which we're heading for, and along with the West Midlands Safari Park, and of course the popular Severn Valley Railway, which runs from Kidderminster to Bridge North. The second exit for the A449 goes to the M5 motorway, and it also gives connections onto Evesham and Blackpool, and of course the Worcester Royal Hospital. There's even another exit, but does not go on to the A449. Instead, it goes down a little lane into a small hamlet of Claines. But however, the road that we're coming along, which we are on the A449, goes into Worcester city centre and goes to a coach and lorry park, and of course the popular art gallery. So we're about to turn off onto the A449 to Kidderminster. So then we're now going on to the A449 towards Kidderminster, and in the background will be the Aberley Clock Tower that is served by the 758 service from Worcester to Tunbridge Wells. And coming up will be a big sign, a big green sign on the A449 to all the destinations. 12 miles to Kidderminster, 28 miles to Wolverhampton, and 45 miles up into Stafford. However, we're heading to Kidderminster. So, as you probably know, it's a bit similar to a motorway, but however, this is an A road because the A road signs are green while the motorway signs are blue. So this is a little bit of a similar version to the A34 trunk road that goes from Bicester in Oxfordshire down to Winchester in Hampshire, and that joins up with the M3 motorway that then goes down to Southampton, then joins up with the M27 to take them down to Ringwood, down towards the New Forest, and then the A31 that will take into Ringwood and then on to Bournemouth, and then join with the A338 into Bournemouth town centre, and then that would then lead down to Swanage area, which is south of Bournemouth, and it's on the Jurassic Coast. So here we are, just going down in towards the small village of Ombersley. Well, village, it's a hamlet. And of course you've got sign for Chatley, and of course the Hawford Dove coat ran by the National Trust, because as you know, the National Trust manage a lot of UNESCO sites, natural beauty locations within Worcestershire, Staffordshire, and even in Shropshire and even beyond. And of course, you even got you've got Hadley as well, and of course you've got the Hadley Bowling Green Inn, which is around that way as well. And and as well as Hadley. That is all the areas that's coming up. So we're just about to come into the small hamlet of Ombersley, almost. Just going by Park Farm Shooting Ground, and there will be a big sign coming up, which will take us onto the A4133 to Ombersley, and of course there's connections to Droitwich and Tenbury, and however there is no service to Droitwich from Ombersley or to Tenbury, but there used to be a service from Ombersley to Droitwich. That was the 354 that went from Harlow down to Redditch. There is only a rare occasion when a Tenbury bus does go through Ombersley, and that was during the Worcester floods back in 2020. And any time when that happens, even if there's like diversions that's been put in place, but however that is only now and again. So we're nearly arriving at the hamlet of Ombersley, and when we get to Ombersley the service is going to continue down towards the Hampton areas, which includes Dunhampton, Northampton and Sitchhampton as well. So there are good So then we're now coming into Ombersley. As you can tell, there's a lot of Tudor houses to be seen in the area, and of course there's only a small amount of shops which are basically independents, like small pubs, and of course you've got the church that sits in the middle of the hamlet. So we're just now leaving Ombersley and we're heading down towards Hartlebury, and we will be coming out by the Reindeer Inn pub, and then further down, if we go towards Doverdale and go further down an area where there's no buses, there's the Honeybee pub as well. So then we're still on the A4133, and we're just coming out of the Ombersley area, and we will be reverting back onto the A449 to carry on into Kidderminster, and then we will turn off to go on towards Hartlebury, and then now onto the A449 back into into Kidderminster. So here we are, and of course the Reindeer Inn, which is now known as a pet supply company store, and of course there's a few pubs, and there's even the Leaking Well, and then of course we'll come out by the Mitre Oak, which is over north of Ombersley, and just after Ombersley we'll continue over to the Hartlebury service station, and then continue towards Hartlebury itself. And of course in Dunhampton you've got the Honeybee, and of course the Little Owl Farm Park as well. So then, we're now down at Toolbrook. Of course, we're towards the A442. Continue on to Telford. So maybe I could consider a Worcester to Telford with my boss. But however, those two will have to be done virtually, so that would include the 303, which is this one, then the 125, and then on to what is actually just about to complete the journey, and thank you very much for watching the 303 Worcester to Kidderminster via Ombersley and Hartlebury, and it's been a good pleasure for you to be enjoying. Once again, shout out to Jake, who loves watching my YouTube videos. Keep watching, there will be more to come, and the next video coming up is going to be, of course, the service 133 Kidderminster to Droitwich, and that will be released coming up, and the next ones after this will be all about the 303, and of course the routes that were done by First Bus in Kidderminster. Thank you very much for watching Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures YouTube channel. Now, as you might have heard, that the YouTube channel has had an increase in subscribers, so thank you very much to all the viewers for subscribing to my YouTube channel, Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures. So there will be more exciting videos to come on the channel very soon, so we will continue to upgrade the channel so we can continue to stay afloat and also introduce more exciting fun across the channel. So we've done well so far. So as you might know now, we are doing the 303 from Worcester to Kidderminster. So we're just coming out off the stand at Worcester bus station, so we are going underneath into the tunnel, because as you know, Worcester bus station has a tunnel which is underground as well as being out in the open space. So it is really good to see a tunnel here at Worcester bus station, and it's just like Redditch bus station, because Redditch is underneath. So there's two bus stations in the Midlands, and apparently they're the last two, because the old Birmingham bus station was demolished years ago. So it's only Redditch and Worcester that are still undercover bus stations. So that is really good to hear. So as you know, the 303 back in the summer of this year recently had a route change. It actually now goes via Bevere area to replace the old 37 route that was run by First Bus, that went from Worcester to Bevere. But however, with the relationship work with the council has decided to no longer run the 37 from Worcester to Bevere with First Bus, so they decided to merge it onto the Diamond 303 Worcester to Kidderminster, due to the fact that the 303 actually goes the same way anyway, so it would have helped, and it did. So the only routes that are carrying on onwards, the 36 from Worcester to the Royal Hospital, I believe that's going to be a permanent route with First, so I think that's going to be staying permanent. And of course the 31A, which are the Worcester to Henwick Park links, they're going to be coming off, so don't know what's going to be happening with those routes yet. Don't know who's going to take them over. Might be interested if Diamond did it, but the trouble is that it has to interwork with another service, unless maybe they extend the 303 further down to Henwick Park, but I doubt that at the moment. I probably doubt it onwards due to with the timing, but who knows, anything could happen. So we've just gone past the Odeon Cinema in Worcester, so we're going to be on our way towards the Bevere area, so I just hope that you enjoy the journey. So we are continuing to stay afloat as a successful YouTube channel, and we will continue to maintain this YouTube channel at all costs. Definitely, we are defo going to do it. So we will continue to maintain the channel. The YouTube channel is part of our history, so as you know, we have done really well. So as you probably know, I just hope you've enjoyed all the fun here at Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures. We will continue to succeed, and we will continue to introduce so many different people onto the channel, so the channel will continue to succeed as it is, because it is a big channel. Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. So with all these subscribers that we've got, it's going to be amazing to see So as you might know now, I have done quite a few videos. I've done some train spotting. I did I saw a rare Arriva cross country class 221134 Super Voyager that was diverted via Stourbridge Junction, and that's really rare that trains like them go through Stourbridge Junction. And of course, you got the 30 from Worcester to Kidderminster Green, which I've just uploaded. So if you haven't seen that video yet, just check that out on the YouTube channel. And previously we did the 296. We did pilot videos of the 296, like going through Great Whitley, also doing, and we did the flood versions like Lenchford and St John's, which is on the other side of Worcester, St John's, and of course we did additional videos. We will do more videos so we can still keep the channel afloat, and we will continue to maintain this channel in a successful manner. So this YouTube channel is going to continue to operate, to stay afloat, so we can still introduce more fun here at Jazz Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, and it is fun. So we definitely had fun here at Jazz Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. We will be continuing to succeed. So anyway, there's Gevelet Park, or Gevulet Park, which is like an outdoor play park. It's a bit like certain places in around London way. So we are nearly coming up towards Bavaria, so I just hope that you enjoy the journey.
32X, which is a school service, because Bavaria is during the normal times is now served by the 303, so the 303 goes via Bavaria, so we'll be covering the Bavaria section short while. So it's nice to see that the 303 goes via Bavaria now. So just coming up towards Norfolk Cinema. So of course we also paired up with the 355, so the 355 also goes down this way. That's the service in Droitwich, but now it runs every 2 hours into Worcester. So anyway, this is what you call now part of the old 37. So this is now the Bavaria estate. So now this is the new part of the 303 that's been recently added. So this is what's been added onto the route. So this is the recent addition to the route. Now of course with the 303 being hit hard by COVID, it then got reinstated and received a subsidy from the council. And now, to improve this service, it has now gone to serve the Bavaria area, so that is really good to see, since it didn't fit in with the 37. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the 31A. It'll be interesting to see the sister route to this one, the 294 and 296, to serve the area, but I'll have to watch to cut off, and it's a shame that one's gone. I've done the 30, so all I need is the 34, I've done the 35, I've done the 36, done the 37, which is now replaced by this route, and also the 38. So all I need now is the 34 and 45 to complete the Worcester locals, and then I'll move on to do the 30, and then I'll move on to do the 39. Well, then I'll move on to the 44. Hopefully, fingers crossed, might do the 44 next to Great Malvern. Great Malvern, which is on the other side of Worcester, Malvern Hills. So I might do the 44 down to Great Malvern, and then do the film next with the Uptreach, so that will then complete all the routes in Worcester. Might do the 363 to Rockbridge Common, well, to Ribble Turn, because it doesn't go to Tewkesbury anymore, so I'll have to. So I'll do the Herefordshire route probably next year, so that will complete most of Worcester. So anyway, there's the timetable for the 303 route, which has just been attached to the one post, because this is now part of the 303 now. It's no longer the 37, because the 37 is now Finger the Past. So here we go, we're now coming off the Revere Estate. So this is completing the Revere Estate, so the 303 just no longer goes down the main road, instead it turns off to go around the Revere Estate. So that has really improved the route a bit more, so it gets more passenger improvements on. It is great to see a passenger improvement on this route, because before the route started to lose money, but however it doesn't seem to lose now, because due to the fact that linking an existing route onto a route that's via another route might make more sense. So there's the Revere turn, so that's the old terminus, the old 37, so it's just right here. So that's now disabled, that's now closed off, so that is now abandoned. It's only served by the 32S now, but that's only done by the school service. So here we go, going out into the countryside. So this is the countryside now. So now going out into the countryside, and just hope that you've enjoyed the journey so far, all the way from. So just hope that you've enjoyed this amazing the motorway club, and of course there's a sign for the Sapphire Park. It's Steam Railway, Silver Lake Railway. So just right there's the motorway and of course obviously the golf course and Stamford A4025. So that is a route that's not used by bus park. It's not used by bus service. Now I should be seeing a bus being stopped soon, an awful bus. That will be doing the 303 service back towards Worcester. So I think that one's running a bit late. So the time's now 1:58. That one's running late. So that one will be 30950. Unless we passed it. 30950. That carries the right to go on with it. So that's the line later. So services is 1.5 miles, so we're coming into Alton Road service station. So this is we're now in Alton Road. So now we're coming towards Alton Road. To Hartlebury. People might have seen the Centro from the Centro might have gone the other route, so I'll be heading towards Kidderminster, heading towards Worcester. Might have passed it halfway but not seen it. Anyway, here we go. We're now a museum home to popular gypsy caravans. Of course, it is a historic museum with loads of culture. So I think that the bus heading towards Worcester Way might have broken down, not to believe. I'm assuming that it might have broken down. Or maybe running lights. this is the bypass to the A449. Just going past the bus stop. So this is Alta. your time now, coming into Kidderminster.
It would have been great if the 303 still the tracks, but
Worcester into Kidderminster, so just hope that you enjoyed this video here on the channel. So more videos will be coming soon. So then here we go, we are coming towards Kidderminster. So just drop the camera down because for personal reasons we shall be crossing over, so just turning round. So there's the, so of course we're just heading towards Kidderminster. Kitty. After a lovely journey all the way from Worcester. So here we go, into Kidderminster. So now coming into Kidderminster. So the time is now 2:18 and yes, we are making it, so we should be down here in Kidderminster for 20 past. So welcome guys to Kidderminster. I hope that you enjoyed the journey all the way from Worcester, and I'll look forward to see you again soon. So normal James Bus Train Blind Length Adventures videos. That's all be coming up in the next upcoming days, weeks and months. But until then, we just now need to focus on getting to the station, completing the video, and then we can say our farewells. It has been a pleasure to have you along. The journey from Worcester was brilliant going through with this, so it's really great to see the long distance route has now been added onto a former local Worcester route. So that has really improved reliability and of course with its timing. So that is great to see a newly improved service to replace what was this old 33, what was part of the old 14, and what was part of the old 37. So here we go, into the Kidderminster bus station we go. And this is our final stop, and so this will be the end of our exciting journey on the 303 from Worcester. Welcome to Kidderminster. So here we are, now arrived at Kidderminster bus station. Thank you for watching.